Hey guys, Coy Layman, and today I wanted to show you my Radar 115 setup that I just set up this year, 2022. I want to talk to you about the trusted Radar 115. I know I've been in a Radar for many years, but this kayak is still one of the most, if not the most, versatile kayak on the market. This setup has no pedal drive today. The pedal drive is not installed yet, but I wanted to show it without the pedal drive because it has a Torqeedo. It has a Torqeedo motor. So I understand that buying a Torqeedo and a kayak and a pedal drive all at one time may not be a realistic thing to do. So I want to show you what the setup can look like with just a Torqeedo, and then maybe you add a pedal drive later. So let's get started. We'll start at the front, work our way to the back, and I'll show you the whole setup. Okay, so here it is. Let's start at the very front. Very simple, a couple things. So a tow rope or a pull cord that's tied off to the handle, and a very simple anchoring system. So I always use Anchor Wizard. Anchor Wizard is easy to buy. You can buy it anywhere. My favorite place obviously is going to be Fishing Online. Small company, awesome company. You order your products, you get it 2 days later. It's great. So just a piece of paracord with a carabiner that's going to work basically as a pulley, and the Anchor Wizard pulley is mounted on the gear track through a slide track tie down up to the front, and then when this is deployed, you just simply run your anchor line through a carabiner down into the water. Super simple. You notice the traction pads I put on, those are Wilderness Systems traction pads. Those actually been discontinued, but you can still find them here and there. The FlexPod setup. The FlexPod setup is with the 3-in-1 Lowrance total scan transducer. I have a Lowrance 7 Elite TI2. You can find a link in the comments for the transducer setup. So this is your FlexPod. Transducers down inside. You can take it in and out as you want. Perfect setup. So on the other side, I just have an old school ram rod holder, and this rod holder I'm using for staging my baits. So I'll throw my fishing rod in there, the one that I'm actively using, tie on a new bait. I don't have to hold on to anything. If I catch a fish and I'm trying to measure it, it's a place to quickly put your rod. If you're standing and fishing, you can throw your rod in there real quick. Simple. The foot steering for the motor, I'll show you that real quick. So this is these are some used ones I've had for a while. The new ones are back ordered, but at any rate, these are the Wilderness Systems foot control kit for motors, and they take place of the factory foot controls. There's a metal track here, and then these slide back and forth, and your cabling goes through rudder tubing. Of course, the center console, it comes with the kayak, the drop-in storage bin. It's a must-have for sure. Work around this way. So the seat has a lot going on. The seat has a storage pouch underneath. You're going to put your phone in there. The Wilderness Systems retractable cable leash is on there. And you have the Wonder Roll. The Wonder Roll is a product I found on Amazon. You can check the comments for a link. If I forget to put it in there, just comment and ask. It's like 30 bucks on Amazon. It's foam filled, so it's self-inflating. It's a great product. We've been using those for a couple seasons now. They're easy to get a hold of, and they won't break the bank. So we'll move. You get the seat adjusted here. All right. Keep moving back. We're on the back side of the seat. So I have a tether cord for my net, and I have a Wilderness Systems gear pouch. It just bungee cords on. You can take it on and off if you want. And again, I like the old school ram tube holders that you can take them on and off. If you want to put them down for transporting, You can do that. If you're on a lake and you want them straight up for the day, you can do that. If you're on a river and you want your rods pointed back, you position them that way. So the cord you'll see here, this is my lift line for my Torqeedo motor. It's using hardware that comes with the Torqeedo motor kit, and it's simple, but it works fantastic. And I'll just show you here real quick if I can operate it with one hand. So you're going to pull it up, lower the motor down, and then reverse the process to go back up. I love the Wilderness System kayak crate. Has a lot going on for it. It's tethered off using the factory installed anchor points. I run my lift line for my motor through Wilderness System tie down, gear track tie down. Working my way back to the Torqeedo mount. So this is the Torqeedo's 1103 mount. I have a mounting plate that I made, and then also for a little more support, because this is the 3 horsepower 1103 motor. This kayak flies with this motor. It's great. But the other great thing about the 1103 is it is whisper quiet. I mean, you only hear the water rushing by on the kayak when you have this turned on. So for a little more support on this kayak in particular, I use a stainless steel eye bolt. I think they were 4 inches, 3.5 inches. I bent them to go around the handle, and then the rest of the bolt comes up through a drilled hole here, and I use the Wilderness System tie down for a guide, and then also as a anchor point for pulling the motor up. If you watch, my lift line comes up the kayak, through this tie down, up to a carabiner on the motor that acts also as a pulley, and then comes back down and ties off to the bracket itself. The bracket is on double flange Yakutat gear tracks, and the reason that I do that is I want to maybe use this motor on another kayak, or I want to take it off easy and put my rudder back on and then throw my pedal drive up front. It's a really quick way to transition to a pedal drive kayak. Or, like I said, these motors, you know, they're really good quality motors, but they come with a price tag as well. So if you buy one and you use this type of mount, maybe you can justify it a little easier by putting it on. You can use it on multiple different kayaks that you own. So this is the 1103 motor, as I mentioned before. It's a good size. It's a good size motor, but it's, like I said, it's really quiet. Has a lot of power, and the range is amazing. I believe the last time I went out, I took some screenshots of my throttle. So Torqeedo, one of the big selling points of Torqeedo is your throttle actually shows you live, depending on how much power you're consuming, how many miles you have left. I was running almost 4 miles an hour and still had over 50-mile range. It's unbelievable what you can get out of one battery. Keep going around. So I used carabiners as my attachment point here, but I also have carabiners here, and all that's for is just to help guide the cable line a little bit away from all the businesses occurring back here. Keep going around this side. This line, again, I'm using the Wilderness System tie down. This is my reverse line. Just simply reach back behind you, pull it, and the reverse engages, let go, it disengages. Simple. I love the Catch carbonate board, and the Wilderness System crate is very versatile. So I moved my rod holders closer together on this side, and then put the Catch carbonate board mount on here. Convenient place. It's not going to blow away. It's in there nice and tight, but it's easy to get in and out. The Torqeedo battery I have in the compartment behind the seat. This compartment, I know it probably wasn't intentional, but this compartment area is actually perfect size. It's almost like it was meant to hold a Torqeedo battery. You can actually put another one if you want to carry a spare on this side. Again, another ram holder here, ramrod holder here. The my trusted and well used now Wilderness System paddle. This is the Alpha Carbon. The great thing about all the Wilderness System kayak paddles is not only they're a really good quality paddle, but they're also adjustable. Every one of them in the entire lineup is adjustable between 240 and 260. So no matter what you're paddling, you have the right size paddle. So they're great paddles. I've had this one for multiple years. You can see the wear and tear, but never a break. They've been great. My Torqeedo throttle. So the throttle I've got mounted in a really convenient place right next to my leg on the seat. I did that with using a Wilderness Systems sells a Helix motor drive mount. And all it is a 1-inch round ball setup. This part here clamps to the seat over the tubing. And again, check the comments for that link that I got on Amazon. It's a great little product. And the nice thing about it is if I'm out for the day and I want to paddle, I can get this out of my way really easy. You just undo the ram ball, loosen it up, and then you can fold this out of the way and you're all ready to go. The Yak Attack double paddle holder, I've been using these recently. It's a really quick, easy way to get your paddle where you need it when you're running your motor. So you take it in and out just as easy as the next step. And then the great thing is with these, get rid of this paddle. When I'm going to transport this, all I have to do is loosen this slightly and then turn it around. And now it's out of the way for transporting on the trailer. We already talked about this. The Lowrance mount. This is a Yak Attack mount made specifically for Lowrance. This is super simple. So you open it up, your graph is off. You can put it anywhere on your track that you want. That is available at Fishing Online. The paddle holder is available at Fishing Online. The rod holders, the anchor wizard, all of these things are available basically one of two places. Actually 3. So you're going to get all these accessories at Fishing Online or through Amazon or Wilderness Systems. And then obviously if you're going to go with the Torqeedo, you're going to go to Torqeedo for that. Or Fishing Online. Fishing Online sells Torqeedo as well. So this is my Radar 115 setup. It looks like there's a lot going on, but there's really not. This is a really simple setup. If you want to do creek fish for the day, take the motor off, do a little float, and you can paddle. It's a great paddling kayak. If you get the pedal drive, you can transition back and forth between the pedal drive. Super simple. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But this is kind of the keep it simple setup that I'm doing for the Radar. Everything that I need is here, but as little as possible. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope this helps someone. Thank you.